Hi, my name is Juliana Camargo, president of Ampara Animal. Ampara is the biggest organization for protection and defense of animals in Brazil. We have 11 years of experience, and our pillars are based on conscientization, adoption, and animal population control. This is why we are here to help you with a couple of guidelines to ensure your pet has a safe and comfortable trip. In order to buy the most suitable kennel or travel container, it's fundamental to know your pet's exact size. So you will need to measure its length from the snout tip to the beginning of its tail. Then, you should measure the widest part of the thorax. And last, you need to measure its total height, starting from the ground to the highest part of its head. Keep these measures with you when buying the kennel or travel container for the flight. You should test if your pet fits easily inside the kennel or travel container, making sure its head doesn't touch the ceiling and can also turn naturally and without hindrance inside the kennel. The kennel or travel container size is essential, but its quality is much more important. Choose always a good quality kennel, constructed with solid, rigid, and resistant parts. Kennels that bend or deform when pressure is applied are not accepted. The door and lock system must be made of resistant metal, and the kennel must have both lateral sides with ventilation holes. The backside must be ventilated as well. Remember that your pet safety depends on the kennel or travel container quality. Therefore, check all the requirements and specifications declared by LATAM on the website. All requirements are strictly related to your pet's safety, health, and wellness. Now we will check some essential points. The kennel door must be one piece, constructed of sturdy metal that can withstand the strength of the pet. It must be completely ventilated with tiny holes. Non-metallic doors will not be allowed. The door must have a double closing lock which secures the upper and lower part of the door and makes it impossible for the pet to open. The nuts and bolts must be made of metal to ensure the strength and durability of the kennel or travel container. The kennel must have at least 2 holes for the placement of safety zip ties on the door and must not have holes or doors on the roof. The kennel must be made of rigid plastic or fiberglass, which will not collapse or deform when pressure is applied. An absorbent material must be placed on the kennel floor for pets' first needs. The kennel or travel container must have a water dish and a feeding dish that are attached to the inside of the door, which also allow for them to be handled from the outside. Food and water containers must be separated or divided from each other and must be securely fastened to the inside of the kennel or travel container door. Don't forget that incorrect kennels or travel containers represent a high risk for your pet. Don't choose the kennel by its cost. Choose to buy high-quality kennels, complying with all LATAM requirements. Keep in mind that the following items won't be accepted on the kennel: doors or ventilation holes on the roof, because stressed or anxious pets could force those spaces and escape. Plastic doors, because pets could bite and damage the door during the flight, increasing escape risk. Wheels, because the kennel must be steady during the flight. Low resistance materials, because it could suffer breaks, bends, or damages during the trip. Kennels that have been modified or altered with any additional elements besides the original construction will not be accepted for security concerns. Kennels or travel containers with toys, blankets, clothing, necklaces, etc. will not be accepted. The proper selection of the kennel or travel container is the first step for a safe and comfortable trip. Now we will teach you how to get your pet used to staying inside its kennel or container and prepare it for its trip.